Hello everyone, I'm Yvonne. I want to welcome you back to my kitchen. Thank you all for joining me today. On the menu is chimichurri. This is a typical Argentinian dish. Now the Sunday in my church is International Sundays, one of my favorite times on the church's calendar. We got assigned different countries to represent, and my group got Argentina. I can't wait to show you what we do. So let's get started. In Argentina, they mostly use beef because they are beef rearing country. You can use anything, okay? You see pork chops. So here I just put my meat in a cling film and I use my meat mallet to bang it a few times. Use the flat part. In here I have a blend of seasonings. I got thyme, rosemary, basil, chicken powder, salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. And I season my meat very liberally. See how flat the meat is? You do need the meat mallet. It helps a lot. It is going to cook very fast and retain tons of juices. And we like well done meat. So I season it liberally and set it aside for just a moment. Chimichurri is really a parsley-based sauce, but I had coriander and I wanted to mix it up. So I mixed it up and I'm going to chop it up. Now, I didn't even realize that this was actually a real herb sauce because my mother used to do this all the time, like pesto. Just take a bunch of herbs and we used to grow a herb garden, herb and vegetable, and I still do that. And we're always cooking with a mixture of herbs, parsley, coriander, basil, thyme, just throw everything together, blend, and add sometimes anchovies and garlic and stuff, and I make a sauce. I didn't realize that it's actually somebody's national dish. So this was quite interesting when I recently found out that chimichurri is actually an Argentinian dish. I was like, wow, okay, pretty cool. Oh, very important. Because this is raw, this is a raw sauce, okay? We're not going to cook it. It's very important to wash it thoroughly. So this is what I did. I rinsed them first, wash them in water, use cold water. And then really good wash under the sink, okay? Super important. This is a fresh sauce. It's got to be very clean. We don't want any infection. And then in here, what I did was loaded it with a ton of salt. I've had, I think, maybe a cup of salt, okay? So this is clean. It's super, super important. Everything is fresh. It's going to be a fresh sauce. So it's very important. I can't overemphasize that enough. All right.
How can I express my gratitude for all the many things, Father, you done for me, yeah.
I'm going to grill my potatoes in the same skillet I cooked the pork chops in. Do not rinse this. The crud is full of flavor that will be transferred to the potatoes. I place my pre-cooked potatoes in single layer in the skillet. I slice them first to make it easy to grill, okay? This is a very rustic dish, so if some of them are broken, no biggie at all. So add extra virgin olive oil or butter if you prefer. Then the potatoes are already seasoned with salt when I cook them, so I don't need to add any extra salt. Grill on both sides till crispy, plate and cover to keep warm, garnish with parsley before serving. Alright, so while we are doing this, let's take a look at some few fun facts about Argentina. Did you know that it's the 8th largest country in the world? Yeah, and they invented radio broadcasting all the way back in August 1920, way back. They've also had 2 female presidents. Can you believe that? Huh? Argentina, all right? And this was a really interesting one I found. They have the highest number of plastic surgeries per person in the world. What a shocker. And the most interesting was the fact that it was the first country to use fingerprints for identification way back in 1892. How about that? Thumbs up for Argentina, all right? Right, so well, have you liked this so far? If you have, please do give me a thumbs up. How about a thumbs up for me too, right? Do like it, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. How am I doing? If you're Argentinian, I hope I've not bungled anything up. I really tried. So I hope you do enjoy this. I hope you're enjoying this so far. Chimichurri is very similar to a pesto sauce, where we add just the basil and cheese and whatever, Parmesan cheese usually, and whatever you want to add with it. Of course, the difference would be the fact that we don't add the vinegar. So it's very similar. Here I had the red pepper flakes, but it's really whatever you want to make it, okay? Like I said, we've been cooking with herbs for years, and I still do that. I do it because I grow a herb garden and a vegetable garden. So I do it all the time. And I didn't even realize that it had an official name, like I was saying earlier. So, I just found it quite interesting. It's a fun thing to do if you're not familiar with cooking with herbs. Just try, just combine anything. That is why today I combined the coriander with the parsley, because chimichurri is mainly 100% parsley sauce, okay? But you can put a lot of olive oil on the top of this when you're done. Put it in an airtight container. Put it in the refrigerator. You can use it to season your meat, your fish. Anything. You can use it as a dipping sauce. Toast some bread, baguettes, and dip it in there. It's really, really delicious. This is really done. This is the sauce. It's done. Later, I added extra virgin olive oil. I drained and rinsed the beans to get rid of excess sodium. I added onion, garlic, ginger, gave it a stir. Then I added the beans. It's already cooked, fully cooked. So we are simply seasoning it and warming it up. I seasoned with garlic bouillon powder, a pinch of accent red and black peppers, salt, all to your taste. Then I added my kale, cooked it for like a minute or two. We want to maintain the color and the crunch. Then I added my chopped red bell peppers just for a pop of color. It is also totally optional. It has rested about 10 minutes or so. The juices have been reabsorbed and the meat is super tender. Now I'm going to slice on a bias. Look for the direction of the grain and cut across it. This will give you a tender meat, and this works with all types of meat. This meat is very, very tasty. It is well seasoned and tender. This is really delicious. Plate this nicely and spread the chimichurri sauce all over the meat. Garnish with crushed red pepper flakes and lemon or lime wedges. This is just a delicious piece of meat. Hello, welcome back. So we have come to the end of our dinner spread, Argentinian dinner spread. We are done. Look at that. Look at this gorgeousness. It actually came together in no time. We multitasked and were very efficient with our use of time. Let me show you what we did. So here I have pan-grilled potatoes, and then in here I have my bean and kale side dish. It's really, really delicious. I just put it together. Now, Argentinians are like Ghanaians. They like meat pie. They call it empanadas. So these are meat pies that we make. And now the star of the show. Yay! This is what we've been waiting for. This pork chops and chimichurri sauce. Let's get right into it. And we have some more sauce left over. So if you need more, when you serve it, always make sure you have a side. You're definitely going to need extra. Okay? I'm a happy girl. Today I'm Argentinian. I can taste all the herbs. The coriander, the parsley, the mint, the oregano. Now let's go into the crispy potatoes. It's really good. Everything is working perfectly. This is a very, very delicious plate. God bless Argentina. Long live Argentina. This chimichurri sauce is good. Very delicious. This is really, really delicious. Chimichurri sauce is very versatile. You can store it in an airtight container in the fridge for 2 to 3 weeks and use it for different dishes. So here we used it the next day as a marinade for our grilled chicken. It was so, so delicious. The flavor it infused into the chicken, you can use it as a dipping sauce as well. Toasted baguettes will work very well. I didn't have any, so I simply toasted regular bread and it worked perfectly. I hope you are able to try this soon. Remember the garbanzo beans? I added the northern beans to it. Delicious! Crispy potatoes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this cook with me. We made pork chops with chimichurri sauce. The pork chops is juicy. Bean and kale side dish, and my pan roasted pan grilled potatoes. I'll put all the ingredients and measurements in the description box. Please like my video. I hope you enjoy this. This is really delicious. Please subscribe now. It's over here, and tap notification bell and do select all notifications so you don't miss anything when I upload. You'll be first to be notified. Until I see you again next time, stay blessed, stay well, and happy cooking. Bye bye.
Oh, oh.